Good morning. Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Matt Anton here from ACA Entertainment from Brookfield, Wisconsin. Matt, thanks for jumping on with me.
Thanks for having me.
It is my pleasure. Never interviewed a business like yours, so I'm really excited to ask you 6 questions about ACA Entertainment. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Please
All
do.
right. When people ask you what ACA Entertainment does, how do you describe your business?
Um, the summary line we use is we're a full service entertainment booking agency. We have talent in the form of musicians, DJs, magicians, even things like we have a wonderful cigar roller, um, some aerial bartenders we work with, just anything entertainment for private events, festivals, birthday parties, everything from very small to very large events. People call us and say we're putting on a corporate picnic at the zoo, and we have a magician, and maybe we could have some games, and could we have a band to top it off, and we package that all together for them.
So fun. Sounds like a really fun business to be in, and you get to see a lot of smiles, I'm sure.
Most of the time, yeah.
That's wonderful. So, what were your plans when you started the business and how have they changed? I know that you worked for the business before you bought it. Can you give me a little bit more of the history of that?
Yeah, I was a traveling music teacher in Milwaukee public schools for many years, and as that was my supplemental income as a freelance trumpet player for the rest of the time, and I was booking a lot of my jobs through ACA, and an opportunity, someone had left the company, and it was very introductory level, huge pay drop for me, and hours drop, but so I got to give it a try. I really like this aspect of the business. And that was 13 years. I think I've been here for right about 15 years now. So that was maybe 12 years into it that I grew throughout the company, and then purchased the company from the previous owner, whose family has owned and ran the company since 1948.
Wow.
So I got it with big plans on, I had, statistics and numbers and everything showing a very consistent track record for the company and where our business came from, the totals we could expect. A little bit of fluctuation, but not much. And it was at least for the last 15 years that we have been tracking it with the software we've been using. So then we got into COVID, and I said, well, I think I can build on that. And we moved into a new facility where we were having music lessons. It was a rehearsal space for a lot of our bands who have to otherwise go elsewhere and pay for spaces. We wanted to do some video recording and then have our offices here as well. And just big ideas for what I was going to do with the company, and renovated the facility we moved into and had our first real band rehearsal rental on March 10th of 2020, just in time to get shut down by COVID. And that changed everything. So,
Wow, a week later. So,
yeah, all those plans went out the window after that.
yeah. So, how have things changed since then?
Um, well, then they continue to change. It's at that point I took a big look at everything, pay cuts. I mean, we're really shut down for a good part of the year. We were very fortunate to get some grants and PPP loan, things like that helped us through it. But it became evident within 3 to 6 months of that all going on that even when it does come back, obviously it's not going to be what we thought it was going to be. So kind of trimmed things down, made a lot of changes just to get through it, and then come out the other side with eyes wide open. Like, we keep an eye open for whatever the next trends are going to be, where the business is going. Lots of cancellations, lots of things that we would have counted on for events that are disappearing and not happening anymore, being relooked at after COVID. And but there's always new things that take their place. So we're watching that right now and just adapting as we go.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations getting through that and just persevering through. So, I know
Thank
you
you.
work a lot with the community because you entertain the community and the community is your entertainment. What is the biggest way you impact the community?
Well, I mean, I think that's it. Is we provide entertainment for community events, everything, weddings. I mean, weddings is a big part of our business, and to be a part of those celebrations, and usually the part of the celebration that's all the really scheduled, regimented part of the day is over, and everybody has a big party release. It's a celebration, and we're happy to help take that to the next level. Festivals, church festivals, Summerfest type events, state fair. I mean, it's things that people need to keep the community, bring them together. And then on the other side of that is one thing we really brought in over the last few years is bringing in more original music. And, you know, with our feeling being is that we also want to, even though the money isn't necessarily always in that arena, or at least especially in the early stages of it, it needs support to grow too. And so, you know, working in other, let's support that area of it and bring those musicians on board as well. And so that helps support the artists in the community too.
Absolutely. That's so beautiful. Yeah. And you do have to start somewhere. You know, nobody's Justin Timberlake right away, right? They have to
Right.
grow as well. So you are growing people so much. That's something that we talk about in our coaching industry as well. You know, businesses don't turn into huge businesses the second you start them. Like they all have to grow, and we go through these growing pains and learning. So thank you so much for all you're doing for the community. My
Yeah, thank
next question is, what is one challenge? It sounds like you've already shared a lot of the challenge that you have faced, that other business owners could learn from, but is there something else that kind of pops out at you that you'd like to share with our business owners?
Well, I mean, yeah, as I was thinking about that question, that's a great question actually, because you think it's constant challenges. So like one thing that really stood out that I think that I can't say that we've overcome it because I still feel like we're in the middle of it, but I think we've done a really good job here of making that adaptation. And it's not so much like that buzzword that was around all during that time is you got to pivot, you have to pivot. And I think it's more about the persistence of it. And, you know, if we could have just stopped and taken a break. And I think we've seen a lot of businesses that even made it through kind of by coasting and come out the other side. And it's not the way that it used to be. And then they fold up then. And you know, it was just all the way. We're going to figure out a way to keep things running. Even when we were shut down, we started doing like live streaming concerts to keep our which is a whole new thing for us to learn about. And so we kept our performers connected with the community and with our buyers, kept our name valid, and kept the staff that I worked really hard to put together. And I really like the team that I have right now. I didn't want to leave them in the lurch or with unemployment or finding other jobs to fill the time. I wanted to keep them. So it was just stick to it, and the solutions will find them. So you'll find them. Your team will find them. They'll be there. So.
Love that. Thank you for sharing that word, persistence. Absolutely. What does the future look like to you? And do you have an exit plan?
No, I mean the thing is, I mean the main reason though is like I can't yet imagine myself not working. I mean it sounds nice, but even if I'm not doing what I'm doing with ACA, you know, hopefully I'll be playing trumpet or making music well until I'm not physically able to anymore. So, and with all the changes that happened, yeah, I did have a plan 5 years ago, and now my plan is to stay on top and ahead of the curve so that when things start to solidify and become a little more apparently consistent, then I'll look at making another plan towards the end. But in the meantime, just keep plugging away at it.
Totally, absolutely. And enjoy playing that music. I know that's so therapeutic and fun for so many musicians. So thank you.
Indeed. Yeah.
My last question for you today is, all subjects open. What inspires you most?
My oh God, this is so good. So I mean, it's the people around me, whether it be my wife, who's a musician and a songwriter. I'm very much a creative person, not in the same way that where I enjoy doing I might like sitting down and looking at the profit loss statements. You know, that she just creates constantly.
Oh,
And my kids in the same way. They're 12-year-old twins, and they're as well as doing athletic endeavors. One's in theater, one plays trumpet. They both play piano, and then all the musicians that I work with are so supportive. Like they inspire me to keep moving and doing what I'm doing. If I can in any way or anything that I have as resources be helpful to them, that motivates me to get up every day and keep doing it.
absolutely. So inspirational. Music can move people. It can make you happy or sad. Same thing with the other entertainment that you're helping these business owners to book and get out there. So thank you so much for your time today. If someone wants to connect with you, if they have a corporate event, if they have a wedding, if they whatever they need, if they need to connect with you to get some entertainment, what's the best way for them to do so?
Well, our website, we have a catalog of about 95% of our performers. It's acaentertainment.com. And you can always send me an email directly at matt@acaentertainment.com, and I'd be happy to help you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today, Matt.